Walk into the modern mind on any given Tuesday, and you'll usually find a battlefield. You have immediate work demands colliding with household chores, stray memories interrupting financial worries, and future plans shouting over all of it simultaneously. When dozens of different thoughts fight for priority at the exact same time, you freeze. You lose the ability to know where to start, or what actually requires your focus right in this specific second. Because everything feels equally urgent, your body reacts to the mental clutter with a severe physical stress response. People who carry heavy cognitive loads, like managing dozens of clients or projects at once, often experience genuine dissociation and burnout, simply because their brain is continuously misfiring alarm bells. Mental clutter is a technical issue of mediation, rather than a reflection of your inherent discipline. A loud, crowded mind is a sign that the system is functioning without a director. We spend years accumulating new responsibilities, yet we are rarely taught the specific mechanics of sorting the thoughts those responsibilities generate. We lack an internal mediator. To find clarity, you have to step into that chaotic internal assembly and start directing traffic. And the blueprint for doing exactly that was written thousands of years ago. The Greek philosopher Socrates argued that an unexamined life is not worth living. In practice, he meant that if you don't actively question and sort through your own thoughts, you become a hostage to your own internal confusion. The first tool of an internal mediator is the simple habit of pausing to filter the noise. You look at a thought and ask, is this actually useful right now, or is it just background static? Once you identify the active thoughts, you begin the process of externalization. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius successfully managed the demands of an entire empire by writing his daily thoughts down, strictly for himself. Externalizing your thoughts changes their physical dimension. While a worry stays inside your head, it feels infinite. The moment you pull it out of your brain and trap it in ink, or speak it aloud into an audio note, the problem shrinks to a manageable size. With the thoughts out of your head, you can classify them. You look at your scattered list and put them into 3 distinct boxes. This is a problem I need to solve today. This is something I need to plan for later. And this is an idea I am delaying until the future. Making a list doesn't pay your bills or complete your projects. The responsibilities still exist. But by separating the real obligations from the noise, you neutralize the paralysis. You no longer have to solve everything at once. You just have to handle the very next item. Plato observed that the human psyche is driven by 3 distinct and often competing forces: reason, emotion, and desire. The third step in managing your mind is calibration. You have to recognize when a loud, immediate emotion is grabbing the microphone and overriding your logical reasoning. This chart shows how those internal forces compete in real time. On the left, we see an erratic, spiking waveform representing uncalibrated emotion, like when you are physically exhausted and a terrible decision suddenly feels easy and right. On the right is a flat line, representing a total lack of active reasoning. Reason is the mediator that steps between them. It evaluates the emotional spike, contextualizes the physical exhaustion, and restores the entire system to a balanced state. Aristotle called this balanced state the middle path. It is the intentional sweet spot between impulsive, thoughtless action on one side and endless, paralyzing overthinking on the other. The fourth and final step is walking that middle path. You take the massive, intimidating projects currently suffocating you and break them down into small, non-urgent, manageable pieces that you can execute over time. Rational thought acts as the volume control for emotions. This approach ensures you achieve stability without having to resort to suppression. By applying these filters, you shift from a passive victim in a room full of shouting voices to the designated mediator of an organized assembly. Internal order creates a cascading effect on external performance. Because the brain is no longer diverting energy to suppress a background of unmediated noise, it can dedicate more resources to precise speech and deep focus. This presence carries over into relationships, where listening becomes possible once your own internal assembly falls silent. As the mental friction of perceived urgency fades, the body's stress response subsides. Decisions become clearer when they are made from a state of calm, rather than a constant reaction to internal static. This framework succeeds by giving every thought its proper time and place to be heard, rather than attempting to micromanage every detail of life. Establishing mental order is the ultimate act of personal freedom.